Hi, my name is Antje Reutsch. I'm a licensed massage therapist. And today I want to show you a few massage techniques that you can do by yourself when you're home, after scrolling through your computer a lot and getting really tight. So these are techniques you can do by yourself. Eventually I'll go through the whole body, but today I think I'm just gonna concentrate on shoulder, neck, and head. And you can also do those same techniques with somebody else, and you can have somebody else work on you. It's good to do that for yourself first and see what it feels like, what feels good to you, and how to give feedback. So anyway, sitting at the computer, it's always good, not just when you're stranded at home, but when you're doing your regular work. It's good to just become aware of your posture. You might have been bent over like that and typing, and so it's good to stretch your shoulders, roll them. You can hold on like to a door and a door frame and just lean forward to just bring your shoulders back and down. I feel crooked, so back and down. And take some nice deep breaths with that and feel really the shoulder blades, the muscles pulling the shoulder blades back. Feel them engage. They're sort of below the shoulder blades and holding on to that. And then to start out, here you have your collarbone, and behind the collarbone, like if I move my head forward, I can feel dipping in behind the collarbone. That's where all your lymph ducts go into your bloodstream. So that's a good one to just very gently massage down and help your immune system, your lymph system drain. That's a nice one to start and to end with, maybe. And it's sort of like, I think of it as a gentle, sort of a milking movement. So just very gentle. The lymph vessels are very delicate. So anyway, and the lymph system goes like from your, there are a lot of lymph nodes right here behind your ear and on the skull ridge. So you can just very gently stroke down and go into the direction of, the downward. So don't go up, so just downward. And then do this little draining again. So if you ever have like stuffed ears or even in the sinuses, so this is where it's draining, and just doing a gentle movement. Can you see that already? Go a little closer. Just doing this gentle movement helps drain all those lymph nodes. So it's just for general health. All right, and then you can, I'm holding, I'm sort of pushing my hands gently forward while I'm moving my head backwards. So that's nice to do on yourself. It's a little bit more tricky when you do that on somebody else because you get the person engaged. So, but this works really nice. You can get the whole, this muscle, the upper trapezius muscle there, and a whole lot of the neck muscles this way. All right. You can sort of do this squeezing motion holding on to that, you know, like almost like when you hold on, you know, on a dog or something, you can do this gripping motion. Yeah, and just move your head while you're doing that. That engages the muscles on different levels. That feels good. And then the ridge of the skull is where all these neck muscles attach, and that helps you move your back forward and backwards. So that's often can be very tender. So you just, you know, hook with your fingertips and try to engage the upper layer. Don't just slide over it, sort of suction cup the skin and the upper layers of the muscles and move that around. So that feels really good. You can drop your head doing that, so you don't need to hold up your head while you're doing this. And go around the whole bottom of the ridge up to around your ears. You can, and also do the slide back down to your lymph ducts. While we're at the ears, you can, let's see, you can massage the whole ears like that. Think of them, warming them like taffy. You know, it's all cartilage, and it can get a little stiff, and it also, when you massage the ears can get nice and soft. So, and they are full of acupuncture points, and you might find a few spots that feel a little tender, like on here I have a spot that feels tender. So I'm just gently moving it. Don't put too much pressure on it. You don't want to inflict any pain on yourself. But let's see, and then you can just do gentle pulling, and that actually is really good when you have colds too, because you know the on the inner ear there's lots of drainage that needs to happen, and clogging that can happen. So this is nice to, actually that feels so good. Wouldn't believe how, you know, sensitive and the ears are, and how beneficial that feels. All right, so I feel like really alive now on my ears. And then you can go up, and what I'm doing, you can work your whole head like this. And again, I'm attaching my fingertips, you know, take the whole pad of your fingers and plant them and connect the few layers of the skin and the muscles. The whole skull has all muscles, very thin muscles. You know, sometimes when some people can move their ears, they actually engage these whole muscles. So plant your fingers and move sort of like little circular motions, and move the whole upper layers of your skin and muscles on your skull. So that feels good. It's rather than doing this superficial movement that just doesn't feel good. You know, you can do the stroking of the hair. That is one thing, you know, I really like that. And when I'm on the computer a lot, or thinking of a paper I need to write, I often tend to just, you know, do that. But so that's different than planting your fingertips and really moving. You know, I can feel when I'm, let's see, when I'm moving this, I can feel it all the way into the top of my head. The whole muscular layer is being moved. You can sort of see everything is moving by that. So that's what you want to do. So and it feels good to actually do it on both sides at the same time. Just work the whole head like that. And then you can, you know, just explore what feels good. Same on the forehead and in the temples, that feels really nice. And in front of the ear, you know, and think of all these points, especially if you come across a point that feels a little tender, it's most likely gonna be an acupuncture point that just gently stimulate it. So forehead, you know, I just do this nice planted circular movement. So, and here we are at the jaw muscles. And these are the strongest muscle in your body. Think of it, you can break nuts with them, you know? So if you bite on a nut and break it, so you can, that's how strong that muscle is. So that often gets really tight. You can just, oh, this, go along it, and it goes here, that's the whole area. So you can massage all that. And I tend to go sort of down and forward. That's sort of the direction of the muscle fibers. And down here, ooh, there are a few tender spots. And you can move your jaw. You can plant your fingers and just move the jaw. You get different actions and different muscle fibers than when you just do the stroking. And then here on the lower area, it's all muscles, and then you have lots of muscles around your mouth. And also underneath. Yeah, so that feels good. You have a lot of, that actually can use a little pressure there. So you can hook your thumbs there and just slide them out. And then you land back here on this area just below the ear where all this drainage is happening. So let's see, I feel pretty well. You know, you can also take your whole, the flat of your hand and do that. Gives a little different action. Pull, yeah, that works good with the palm of your hand. Pull out those wrinkles out. And then above your, you know, the eyebrow, you can hook, work with this area of your hand or finger. That is nice. You can go underneath the eye. And so these are all your sinuses. So if any time you have a cold, you can also help drain the sinuses just doing this. And here are some acupuncture points right on the, around the tip of your nose. So anytime you find a sore spot or a tender spot, just gently notice it and just gently work that area. So that most likely will help with whatever area that affects, you know, whatever acupuncture point it is, just gently work it. So, and then get your neck engaged again one more time. Do a little bit more shoulder rolling, and then shake out your hands. So don't do it too long. You just shake them out. All right. So I hope you feel more invigorated and ready for the rest of your day. I'll do a few more of these short little sessions, section different body parts off so it doesn't get overwhelming, and you can just practice a little bit and send an email or a text if you have any questions. Take care and have a great day.